Well, hello everybody, it's coffee time, it's party time. Oh, it's Friday night. You know me and Mama, we're wild.
Oh, yeah.
We might set up till 9:30 since it's Friday night.
Yeah, 8 or 9 o'clock maybe.
Mama brought these, our favorites. And then she said, I wish we was having some kind of party or something. I said, well, what kind of party you want to have, Mama? It's Friday night. We can party if you want to. She said, I want some of that spinach dip on these Hawaiian buns. We don't have it unless we're having a party.
No.
I said, Mama, you can have a party anytime you want to. And I'm telling y'all the same thing. You don't have to have a party to have party food. Mama wanted spinach dip in Hawaiian rolls. Mama going to get them.
Oh, boy.
Let's go right down here to the chore board. Mama's over there. What she's going to be doing is she has put a bag of steam in the bag of spinach that she already had. Now, we didn't plan this. We already had these ingredients, so hopefully you do too. And she steamed them for 5 minutes or whatever the bag said. Mama, how long did you put them in there?
It's 5 or 6 minutes.
Whatever the bag said. So she steamed them, and now she's going to wring them out, literally, in a paper towel. So you just dump that cooked spinach in there and get all the moisture you can out of it. Now, y'all know what I'm doing. This is just a purple onion, and I have sliced off 2 little slices, sliced them in half, stacked them up, and now I'm going to make them as small as I can, and then I'm going to make them as small as I can again. Now, our mix is different than anything you've probably seen. A lot of people buy vegetable soup packets and put in it, and I like that okay. My favorite, though, is just to make up your own mix. The vegetable soup packets are great. You think there's a Knorr's. In fact, I believe that's our original recipe here is Knorr's. It is. But you can get Lipton soup mix. You can do all those soup mixes, and it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. But what I'm going to show you today is a little twist on that. And it's, you know, if you don't have a soup mix, you can still have it. So I'm just going to finely dice this purple onion. And you can use green onion. And if I had green onion, I would use it. But the other evening when I went to the garden, that was it. Until some more grows. We need to get some more onion sets. Even though we planted our roots, we've used them again. Mama, make a note. Next year, we went through a lot of green onions this year.
Well, I pulled up all the ones that like looked dry.
Well, some of them got away from them. They got too big, and we used them as big onions. You really want green onions. They're about the size of a pencil, your pinky. And they didn't have any at the save lot today.
No, they didn't.
So probably people's very bottom up, or maybe they're just slow timing. I don't know. So this is 2 slices, and it's about a good heaping tablespoon of purple onion. And I'm going to put it right here in our bowl. Now, y'all know we like to start out with little tiny bowls and fill it full and then fuss about it. That's just the way we live here. Right on the edge. If you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much room, they say. So that's me and Mama. We always start out with too small of a bowl. But I'll tell you why. Because I'm thinking we'll eat a little bit of this, and that'll be a good size to store. So that's the reason I chose this bowl. Thinking of storage. Because I don't want to dirty something else. Now this is an 8-ounce container of cream cheese. And it's been sitting out about 15 minutes. Probably should have left it sit out a little bit longer. Mama's been eating off the edge of it. Mama.
You have to make sure it's good.
Mama's doing quality control, she said.
Oh, my.
Leave me alone. She's doing quality control.
My paper towel.
So, 1 tablespoon of purple onion. Whatever ounces of cream cheese you have left after quality control. And sour cream. You could use a whole one. This is a 16 ounce, and I think 12 ounces is what it called for. But this is not a whole one. But it's a good size. It's enough. Measurements may vary, and we realize that. But this is one we've had in there. Mama, we have a new one.
I don't much think so.
And we just went to the store today, and now we're out of sour cream.
I didn't get none today. I didn't think we needed.
Oh, Oh, we will. What if you got an emergency baked potato? Hand me that dish right. I don't care. All right. So in here, I'm going to tell you, it's 16 ounces of cream cheese and about 12 ounces of sour cream. Okay. And this is the base for the spinach dip. Now, I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to pull out some pecans here. We use a lot of pecans. We're not sponsored by any pecans. Any pecan people out there?
I love to have pecan trees as much as
I would love to have a pecan tree too. But you know what I would love better is just have some good quality pecans I can order.
we do every year.
We do. We order them from a church. But just having a pecan tree, we've got a walnut tree, and I don't have any fresh walnuts because they're hard to hickory nuts because they're hard to process. You have to break one shell off, break another shell off, and we have them for the squirrels. I feel like I'm taking their supper out of their mouth. This is going to be our crunch. I don't like water chestnuts. Now, Mama would like them, all right? I don't like them. I'm just going to tell you how I feel about it. I don't like water chestnuts. You know, we talked about that the other night. I think it's a textural thing because there's no flavor. It's just the texture of them. I don't care for it.
Now, this is the first paper towels I put that.
Well, show them, Mama. They can't see you.
This is draining my spinach. I'll start these off with. Draining I soak these towels.
I wonder if you could use
And now I've got these. I think it's pretty well strained and drained.
This is about a quarter of a cup of pecans.
Watch the onion on the end down there.
Quarter of a cup going in. Everybody's invited to the party. If you're allergic to nuts, then I would recommend you leave these out. I mean, nut allergies are serious. If you got family that might be, don't put them in there. Now, to this little mixture, I'm going to crack some fresh pepper. This is just tri-colored pepper. Just going to crack a little in there. The cracked gives you a bolder flavor, I think. Table pepper's fine, but you know how it is. Alright, let's put a little bit of salt. Because spinach is greens and greens like salt. And that's just the way that it goes. Now, I've got cream cheese in here that's not probably as soft as
it should be.
But it's softer than it could be. Cream cheese, sour cream, nuts and purple onions, salt, pepper is about what we got in there so far. Did anybody else see me put anything else in there?
Oh, I wouldn't look. I see sour cream, cream cheese, and nuts. Oh, I know you put pepper on salt.
Pepper and salt. Did anybody else see me put anything else in there?
Onion.
Onion, purple onion. I'm not going right by recipe, can you tell? But I've made this 1,010 times, I guess. Maybe 1,011. Trying to get it precise, Mama. You'll think you'll never get this worked up. You'll think, oh man, I should have made something else. But it does work up.
You put the spinach in there, it's warm, it makes something.
I'm gonna take your advice, Mama. I'm gonna first put my seasoning. So this is y'all's ranch. And I'm gonna put, I hate to, so I'm gonna put a good tablespoon, well, a good half tablespoon. No, I'm not measuring with this, I'm just showing you all the amount. This is y'all's everything bagel. This stuff is packed full of wonderful flavors, seeds. It's wonderful. And I'm going to put a whole tablespoon of that in there. Why am I not using a tablespoon? Because I don't have them right here.
You have to reach way up.
I'd have to get up and find them. And I don't normally, when y'all in here, I do this because y'all ask me, John, what was that? How much was that? A tablespoon of everything bagel seasoning. Because that stuff's wonderful. Mama, you got cinnamon sugar out here.
No, I didn't.
No, she didn't. That was me. I just picked up what I thought was universal seasoning. Universal seasoning, we call this right here. We use this stuff in everything. Southern Secret. And this takes care of your onion and your garlic powder that you'll find in your soup mix. And indeed, I'm putting in a good tablespoon.
You're going to overtaste it. We ain't going to taste the Spinach part.
That you think's too much, Mama?
That's what I did.
It looks like a lot in that spoon, but when I put it in my hand, are you more satisfied with that amount?
I guess. Go ahead.
I was anyway. I'm just letting you see the difference. You're not used to that big old spoon. That scared you, didn't it? Now I'm just going to blend this in. Blend it, blend it, blend it. That cream cheese is deciding to kind of act right. It's softening as I'm stirring and mixing it more. If you want to soften yours, you want to lose all this fun.
Set it out a little earlier.
Set it out a little earlier. Have your mama decide she wants this before 15 minutes before you're getting ready to film coffee time. How's that sound? Maggie's like, they're not making anything I'm interested in. Boy, she was interested in pork chops last night. Wasn't she?
Oh, she loves me. Give her.
Anytime she smells it, she's good with it. Now this is the spinach. Now this is a whole big 12-ounce container. But once you heat it up, squeeze it to death, you ain't got that much. That right there is what you got. This is spinach, frozen spinach. And now you're just going to mix that in. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch over to my other spoon. What's she sneezing? Let her out. Let her go free. We can see her in the front yard.
Where's she go?
She went to the sunroom.
Maggie Lou, come
And
on. Maggie Lou, let's go.
She has her favorite spot out there, so we'll be watching her. But we let her go free in the summertime a lot more because she needs fresh air. She loves the sunshine. She loves to go out and play. It's kind of like children. Sometimes you gotta let them play a little bit or relax a little bit. And if we weren't on here right now, I'd be out there on the porch with her. Now let's fold all this in. Good, good, good. Mama loves this. She does love the water chestnuts though, and I would put them in here because I can do without them, but I can do with them too. But we just don't have any. We just don't have them. Because really, like we didn't have a new sour cream because we weren't planning on making this. I had a totally different menu in mind tonight. Mama said, it's hot. It is hot here. Is it hot there? It is hot. All right, folks, there it is, all mixed up. It took me a minute, I know. But that cream cheese was just laid out a little bit too short a time. But I didn't want the clump. All right, Mama, once you get a spoon and try it before we put it on your bread. You're going to throw that in your sink. Let's get our bread out. Let's wipe our counter down, John. Oh, why don't you try that? Clean as you go. Clean as you go. This bread, if you never tried the King's Hawaiian bread, it's wonderful. It smells wonderful. It is wonderful. You took my cutting board and my knife.
Huh?
Little lady.
Oh, you want the cut?
Well, yeah, I'll need that for this prayer. You gotta watch it like a hawk. She will take it out of your hand. You're like, oh, I had a knife in my hand, now it's gone. I'd be using an electric beater. I hate them things. They're so noisy. But,
Ours is some little bowls to put them in.
oh, you gonna put them in boats?
And dip it, yeah.
What's your agenda, Mama?
I usually just dip it in my stuff.
Did you taste it?
No, I didn't.
You better get to tasting. You better get to tasting, Mama. Now look at there, folks. That's just like downtown. Put your little cap on him. There he is. You better taste it first. I may have to mix something else in. You may think it's not spicy enough.
Oh, wow.
You know how you are.
I know it's way spicy.
You think it's too spicy, Mama? Mama, you're talking silly talk. It's almost as plain as a cup of water.
Oh, it's not either. It's spicy.
It ain't too spicy.
Let me have my roll.
Did you hear that tone? Let me have my roll. Mama, you ain't gonna bless it? You just gonna eat it unblessed?
No, I'm blessed. I'll taste it.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful opportunity to get together. We thank you for this meal. Dear Lord, we just pray for the nourishment of our bodies. And everybody's thankful to be able to gather together and have a good time. And we thank you for our friends that are here. Lord, be with each and every prayer request that's out there, those spoken and unspoken. Be with the need and be with the hurt. Dear Lord, and we just pray that you always watch over us, lead, guide, and direct us. In your precious name we pray. Amen. All right, Mama. Try away. Folks, with all the spices, and you can change your spices up. If you want a little spicier, I would probably put a little bit more stuff in it. It's not plain as water. I just said that because Mama was fussing. It tastes like spinach dip. It's wonderful. What do you think, Mama?
It's good with these rolls.
Sure is. And you don't have to have the packets. You can do your own little thing. And it's just as good, really. I think it's better.
I'm shocked that we had all the stuff to go in it except the chestnuts, and you don't like them, no.
And the pecans do the crunch. Lord, she's found a crow. Mama, you're a dog.
She's beyond help.
She's out there embarrassing us in front of the whole neighborhood.
I said she's like me. Can't see good and can't hear good.
Poor old Maggie's getting old. I threw her treat down last night, her midnight treat. It's really a 9 o'clock treat, but we call it a midnight treat. And it was right there. She looked around and then she looked up at me like, are you going to give me a treat? And I said, here, honey, it's right here. When I showed it to her, she was so happy. But I told Mama, I said, I'm wondering if she's got cataracts. We're going to have to take her in.
I'm not recommending the surgery to her.
Why not, Mama?
I'm still having trouble with mine.
Define trouble.
Burning.
Irritated and burning.
Yeah. And
but you can surely see out of it.
I can see it's just a little blurry where it's irritated so much.
But it's still a success, and you've done pretty well. Does this taste like a party?
Yeah, it began to taste like. We just need a bunch of people. Well,
We got a bunch of people, Mama. I wish y'all could taste. Spinach dip. Without a soup mix. We can control our own salt this way a little bit better. We can control the ingredients a little bit better. But it tastes delicious, doesn't it?
Yeah.
we recommend it. Nola will probably post the recipe. Did you put up all those spices?
I sure do. Put them back in the drawer.
I was going to show you the
Everything
spices
bagel.
again. Everything bagel, y'all's Southern Secret, and what was the other one, Mama? Ranch, of course. Ranch.
Did you put ranch or something else?
I put ranch. Ranch, everything bagel, and Southern Secret. I wish they would let us use drops in that. I'm not sure about the dropless thing. I think maybe the drops would have helped Mama, but I'd had to fight her to get them in there. I was excited about the no drops thing, but the way the doctor explains it is, you know, they cut. I think it was spit, Mama. Sorry. Maybe not. I think it may have been a nut. Anyway, they cut the eyeball and they pull, you know, they clean that lens and they put an O in there. And then they squirt medicine in there that takes the place of the drops, and it's time release.
He said a shot. I was in Twilight Zone, or I never would let him come close to me with a shot.
Anyway, they put a syringe of medicine in there, and it's on time release for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So the fact that it's burning like it did the very first day, he said indicated that more medicine had released. It was taking care of it and healing it. So I think that's just going to be a part of it.
I'm going to ask Monday before I let him do the other one. Have it checked out.
You're going to ask him what?
Check this eye out before they do this eye. See if it's irritation or their medicine or what.
And they may, what if they say you have cranky old lady syndrome?
I say, so why not have?
Mama wants it well, immediately.
Well, everybody else I've talked to, theirs is feeling well the next day or so.
Mama, your friends right here tells you it was a week or so on theirs. Anybody had this until Mama set her mind to rest? John, you and Mama know how to party. We do, Patricia. Woo-hoo. We're boring, aren't we? I don't think it's that bad. It's been a week. It's been 2 weeks Monday.
This coming Monday.
And I was explaining to Mama, her eye does not know that she had surgery to correct her vision. Her eye knows that somebody cut it, poked around in it, shoved something in it, filled it full of medicine. So it's an injury, and it has to heal. I told her the other day, I said, Mama, if I took a pencil and stabbed it in your eye a Monday ago, would you think you'd be well today, feeling great? It's the same thing. It's an injury. It's a trauma to the eyeball, and it's having to heal. But she sees fine out of it.
No, it's blurry, I'll tell you. I can read higher on the chart or better on the chart.
And you can see leaves.
Oh, I see leaves.
She can see road signs. It's not... you probably need glasses to go with that eye. But these glasses that you had were way too strong, so you had to take that lens out.
Yeah.
So, remember the doctor...
I forgot about that today.
Remember the doctor told you, said, when we get the other eye done in a week, we will test for your vision. We'll make glasses for your vision at that time. And then, you'll be set.
But I forgot about my lens being out.
Yes, ma'am.
And I went in the post office, the stores, and I sat out, in the drive-thru at the bank. And I noticed there's been this double take.
Because you have one dark lens and one clear lens.
Mm-hmm. One no lens. I thought, well, what are they doing? And then it dawned on me. I've got that lens out and they're seeing brown.
She has the progressive lenses, so whenever they change transition lenses, and so whenever she's out, that gets like sunglasses on one side and the other side's clear.
I bet they thought poor old thing could
Poor old thing.
just get one lens at a time.
But we're in the South. So you know what they thought? Poor old thing. Bless her heart.
She don't know no different.
I'm sure you got some bless your hearts, Mama.
I probably did.
They didn't talk bad about you. They just said, poor old thing. You know, Mama, I forgot an ingredient in that.
What was it? It's good like it is. What'd you forget?
It's good.
What'd you forget? A pepper? No.
Let me read the instructions to y'all, and y'all tell me what I forgot. It just dawned on me just at this moment.
Okay.
10-ounce pack of baby spinach.
Got
Sour cream.
that? Got that?
We did 12-ounce sour cream. Your season, your spices, of course. Cream cheese, a whole 16. This don't say it, but I added it. 16-ounce block of cream cheese, and this is 3 green onions, but I use red onions.
Yeah.
And a cup of
Mayonnaise.
y'all put mayonnaise in y'all's, it'd be better. It tastes good without it though,
This is good without it.
and we probably don't need it.
No. If it's good, just leave it out this time.
Well, the cream cheese that I added is probably the same.
Take the place of the mayonnaise. Probably a better flavor.
It is a good flavor,
Mm.
but I didn't put the mayonnaise in it that I normally do. I thought there's something I usually put. No, I thought we better read your recipe now. Y'all ever do that? I think I might like it better without the mayonnaise.
It's real good like it is.
Mm-hmm. It is.
We're not going to put mayonnaise in this batch.
No. No, we done made it once. We're gonna remake it.
And the pecans is better than I think the water chestnuts in it.
I'll vote for that.
Because you don't like water chestnuts.
I don't like the texture of them. There's
And
something
it's
about it.
good in it, the pecans are.
I vote for the pecans, and you can leave your mayonnaise out. This is delicious. But when I looked at it, I thought it looks greener than usual. I thought, oh, you didn't put mayonnaise in it.
And we had 2 ounces more spinach than what it called for.
Right. We had 12 ounces to 10 ounces. So that's it, folks. And I put a tablespoon of every season we used. A tablespoon. I like to do that. Now, I know you can't put a tablespoon of everything because I just cracked a little bit of black pepper. I didn't put a tablespoon. I put a little dash of salt. But I put a tablespoon of everything bagel, and I put a tablespoon of ranch, almost. And I put a tablespoon of Southern
Are
Secret.
you sure you used ranch?
Mama, we would all know if you left my spices up here.
They were in my way over here.
But everybody that's here joining us tonight will verify that I used a tablespoon of y'all's Southern Secret. I used a tablespoon of ranch. And I used a tablespoon of everything bagel. Y'all's. Didn't I?
Didn't I? He need help.
Happy Friday night, Nancy. I'm with Mama. Less spice. Debbie.
See if somebody agrees with you.
Toasted pecans would be good. It would be, Bridget. I agree. Hello from Arkansas. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Peggy. Chopped.
What?
She said chopped. Mama, nobody ain't agreeing with me. Something's going on. Someone's asked prayers for North Georgia. A lot
What's
of
wrong?
damage and thousands of trees. Oh, they've had a bad storm, Cindy.
Oh, Lord.
Prayers for
bless
Georgia,
your heart.
folks.
Yes, please do.
Prayers for Georgia. Yeah, Mama said you was putting too much ranch. Exactly, Gina. Didn't she jump me? Talk to me like a dog.
Oh, I did not.
Mama, you did say that.
I did.
And it sounded hateful.
Oh, I'm sorry if it sounded hateful. But you do put two vegetables.
Hello from hot North California.
Wow.
Dee, it's hot here today.
I talked to Pam this evening, and she said it was over 100 and something up at Oregon.
Oh, hi, Miss Pam. You and Joe be cool.
Yeah, stay in.
Hey, Darlene from Texas, how are you? Yes, very disrespectful people. Oh, who's been disrespectful? Yes, you use range, Kimberly. Thank you. We had a horrible storm in Georgia. Oh no, Joyce. Prayers going out for you. There was somebody, Brian, the guy who put our cable, I can't remember your name, but somebody, he was at their house in London, and they had said, he told me where it's from, and she said, do you know John and Momma? I wish I could remember your name. What was your name? If you're on here, tell me your name and I'll give you a shout out. Hello from Laura.
Was it Brian Smith?
No, Brian, I won't say his last name, but he had texted me the other day. I'll try to look it up. My mind, I think I can remember things, and I don't know why I keep doing it. I think it's out there crow hunting.
Yeah. She's embarrassing me for sure enough.
Huntsville, Alabama. Bad storms. Yeah, we've had some crazy storms, but nothing too bad. When's Mama's next trip? Linda, she's on a trip right now to the front door.
Oh, my next trip to the doctor is Monday.
Now, I think she's talking about
my trip. Oh, it's way off.
It's way off.
It's in the fall.
In the fall. Where's she's going? She might have another trip before the end. You never know about Mama. If Mama's a diabetic, make sure they know. Oh, they do. Yes. You can get sunglasses that go over your regular glasses. Yeah. We'll get her some when she gets her new glasses and she sees what she's wanting. Hi, Kimberly. How are you?
All I seen out there was a butterfly going around and around and going on.
Maggie didn't like it, did she? I think it's safe to say that Maggie is jealous of other animals that can fly. Because she really don't like none of them.
No, she don't. The crows she hates. Are you reading or what?
I'm reading. Oh, what is your favorite recipe from the church cookbook? I don't know if I have a favorite, Vonda. Mama's got some good ones in there.
Mine in there is my favorite.
Yeah. What's your favorite of yours, Mama?
I don't think it's in this. Soda salad's on the favorite.
Soda salad.
Pimento cheese.
Pimento cheese. Those two.
Those Kool-Aid pies, I ain't got that in there either, but I love
We're going to work on our own cookbook for coffee time now that the church cookbook is finished.
We've got a few more of them left. So.
We have just a few more left. But we're going to work on a cookbook for Mama. And there is some...
I'm not.
Mama's like, oh, I don't know.
I'm retired.
But here's my thing. I want a published cookbook out there with my Mama's recipes in it. Now, I know we have coffee time, and I know it's seen all over the place, but I would just love to have a book with Mama's picture on it and her name on it, and know that it was in print. And that's just a little dream of mine, is to have Mama's book published and have recipes. All of her wonderful recipes, and she's got so many recipes. We could probably do a 12-volume cookbook.
Oh, we could not. You're talking like a lot.
Mama, that one white book that explodes every time I open it.
It's got a lot of duplicates and different things in it. A lot of desserts. As my youngest sister said, every recipe I give is more or less a dessert. I'm a sweet person.
There are a lot of desserts. Maybe we should just focus on the dessert cookbook. No, I'd want it to be Southern recipes. I'd want it to be all kinds of recipes. So, I tell Mama that's going to be our winter project. You're going to have to clock in, Mama.
No.
Yeah, you're going to have to clock in.
I've clocked out.
I know.
I've got lazy over the years.
Mama's going to clock in and get a cookbook pulled together. They're a lot of hard work. I need to talk to Mama Sue. Mama Sue is my go-to person for questions and stuff like that. She knows all the. She's done 3 cookbooks. And yes, I have them.
She's smart.
I know, but you just have to know, the ins and outs. That's, she helped us with our church cookbook. I called her. That's how we kind of met. I had seen her show, and we had started this, and we started not too far off. She had been going a little longer, and I messaged her on her page, and she answered me right back, and I said, I'm John from John and Momma. You probably have never heard of us. And she said, yes, I've heard of you. I've seen your all show. And I said, well, we're getting ready to sell our church cookbook, and we was wanting to get with an expert, and you certainly are. She said, I'm not an expert. And she said, let me just call you. There's too much to tell for me to text. And she just called me, and she walked me through every step of it, and she gave me all kinds of wonderful advice. And, we've just been able to talk back and forth through the years, and some things I've told her we've done that work. She's shared things. I mean, that's what all the influencers in our little group do. Mostly all the y'all brands, people who are sponsored by y'all's brand. We have a little group, and we can meet and talk and communicate, and on our Facebook, and it's just wonderful. And it's not a competition. It's not like, we want to see each other succeeding, just like we're one big happy family doing the same thing. And that's wonderful. There's no negativity about it. Just none. Absolutely none. And that's the reason you'll hear all of us say, if you want to order from y'all's, use our code. Ours is capital JOHN. Everyone has their own code. And all that is it gives a point or a nod. You saw this on Coffee Time. It's not really a competition. It's just a way of tracking sales and stuff. So we are sponsored by them, and we really like y'all's brand. We have been asked by several companies to sponsor coffee makers, coffee pots, cutting, just different items. Would you do this? We'll give you this. We'll pay. We just didn't have that feeling. And y'all's brand, we had seen it, and Mama Sue had been using it. I talked with her. She vouched for these people, and she said, these people are good people. It's 2 young men. They're doing a great job. They're building. They're good Christian, good folks.
It's amazing that such young people is working so hard and doing so good.
And their business is booming. It is really, because they have a good product. Not because we sponsor, or not because we advertise their product. Not because Mama Sue does, or Missy, or anybody. It's because the foundation is good. The product is good.
Wonderful tea and coffees and spices and stuff.
I drink their coffee every day. I drink their tea when I drink tea every day. And we use their spices. Not because we have to, or not because, it's because it's good. And we don't share anything with you all or tell you anything, product review or a sponsor. I would never lie about anything.
As much spices that you use, everybody should know you love their spices.
I am a spiceaholic. They have different spices. They have clothes. They have T-shirts. They have turfus mugs. They have all kinds of stuff. They got some new products coming out. They have a tea pitcher. We use their tea pitcher for our peach tea. We've got different pitchers that we use, and you'll see them on here. But we have some Tupperware pitchers we use, and we like them. But theirs is a great quality. Excellent quality, and we know that's peach tea. So when we see a y'all's picture, my brain automatically says peach tea. So it's easy identified. But anyway, that's just a little background. We're not sponsored by anybody else. Not because we haven't been asked. If you can get asked plenty, but you better back your product. You better know your product, and this is a good product. All right, Mama, you got anything you want to add? Did you party enough, or you partied out?
Yeah, I've enjoyed the spinach dip.
This
I
party.
think I liked it better with the cream cheese than I did the mayonnaise.
I believe I do too.
It's been so long, I might have to have another batch later on to make a comparison.
Oh, I see.
So that's the way you get more.
All right, you can get anything you want out of me, Mama. I'm easy. I think we're going to move this rip roaring party outside. It's cooling down, and on the front of the house it'll be cooler. The front of our house is east, the back of our house is west. So in the morning, it's wonderful to go out back and sit. The sun's coming over the house, but you get the shady and cool. You can sit out there till noon before you get the first ray of sun that comes right on you. You'll sit out in the yard and everything. And in the evening, if you're dodging the sun, you can go up front, and there's none.
Nice.
It's just cool and wonderful, and I love it. So it's really nice to have that luxury of having two porches to sit. Now the back is we just have a patio, and it's open right now. I'm thinking about putting a little
Roof over it.
roof over it just for the rain.
The dew and rain.
Mama don't like the dew. Can you imagine somebody having something against dew?
It gets you wet if you go out there and say it.
It gets you what else wet, Mama?
My toes, I can't stand
Mama
my
don't like her
toes.
toes in the dew. She don't like if like on the swing on the cushion. If it's damp with dew, Mama don't like that.
I can't stand to walk in the grass and get my toes wet because I wear these.
When I take her to church,
Don't tell that on me.
y'all remember the movie Throw Mama from the Train? We don't have any rights to that, by the way. It's an old movie, but I had to throw Mama from the vehicle at church. I know, that's awful, isn't it? I pull up. We have a little landing at the end of our sidewalks. And I have to pull up to when she opens her door, her little footsies, Tootsie's footsies can hit the concrete.
Especially if I got on sandals.
Especially nothing, Mama. There's never a day that you say, just pull me over there and park.
No, I have said that a few times. Ooh.
I pull her right up to her little Tootsie's footsies can hit the concrete, but it puts the vehicle at just a slight little lean. And every Sunday, people going into church, they hear this when Mama's vehicle door opens. Give me a push. Make it a good one.
Push harder. I can't get out.
Someone hollered the other day and said, "Are you throwing Mama out the van?" I said, "Yes, throwing her out." So here I am pushing her.
Well, when you get old and you have to climb uphill to get out, it's hard.
It ain't even that much of a hill. And then she says, "Okay, I got it. I'm good. You can quit pushing me out of the car."
You like to push me out the car.
Oh, yeah, that's the highlight of my Sunday morning.
You know, it is.
Here I am going, "Go, Mama, go. Go, Mama, go." Do you have to push your people out of the vehicle?
They don't park them on the slant.
Mama, it's
enough, it's hard to get out.
barely a slant. But that's where the concrete is for her to land. Drop off and pick up at the door. She's spoiled.
When you get old, you need special.
I've been doing it for 40 years.
No, you don't drive me before that much.
No, but when I do drive you.
You drove me a whole lot since your daddy passed, but not before.
Driving Miss Tootsie. It's my job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna film one time and not let you know it when we get out of church so they can see the whole thing in real time. And Mama hollering.
I think you explained it to me good enough.
And her getting her Bible and her bag and her purse.
Get my purse. Get this.
Get my purse and hand me my Coca-Cola. I gotta have my Coca-Cola. Well, let me explain that. So we go in the downstairs and you go into the kitchen. And on Sunday mornings, we meet for 15 minutes. We don't start class till 10:15. So we go in and we have snacks, and the kids will have a little snack, and we'll have coffee, and the kids have juices and that kind of stuff. And we just sit around and say good morning to everybody and just
chit-chat.
Have a little fellowship, and it's enjoyable. And everybody meets in the kitchen. So Mama takes her own Zero Coke because normally, it's a coin toss if the church has got a diet or not. So she always takes her little bottle of Zero Coke. So she's like, get my Coke. And so we go in and we all gather up in the kitchen and we have 15 minutes of good mornings and how you doing and getting to know one another again.
How you feeling?
How you feeling? What have you been into? And then, in about 10:15, somebody will say, let's go to class, kids.
Class time.
So then we all break off into our classes. It's a fun little time.
Oh, yes.
It's one of my favorite little things we do. Coffee and most of the time the adults don't snack unless somebody brings homemade. Now, Mama every once in a while will take blueberry muffins, or somebody will bring a cake, or somebody will bring
I take banana bread, pumpkin bread.
In the fall, mostly. That's another thing. Get my cake. Throw me out there. Oh, Mama, we need somebody just to follow us around. I'm sure they would get a good life out of me and you.
I'm saying they're probably getting it right now. You're blabbing, telling everything. I'm going to think of something to tell about you.
You talk about me all the time.
Oh, no. Not as bad as that.
Oh, that ain't nothing bad, Mama. That ain't nothing bad.
Throw me off the train out of the car.
Do you just need a little push to get your momentum, to get yourself out of the...
Well, I have to hold the door open to keep it from closing on me. I have to get my pocketbook and everything and get out. It's just a little hard.
And get your Bible.
Yeah.
And your Sunday school book.
It's a little hard.
And your Coca-Cola.
Remember, when you get 70, I'll be 75 in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, when you get that old, see if somebody don't have to push you out on the slope.
Oh, they'll be pushing me everywhere, I'm sure. And then the evening, if we go in the upstairs way, I have to pull up on a special spot that's level and there's a little bit of hard surface there that she can get out on, so she don't get her feet in the grass or the rocks.
I can't stand it. My feet wet. I can't help it. If I wear shoes or boots or something, I don't care.
Do you wash them in the shower?
What, my feet? Yes, I don't care to get them wet in the shower.
That's how rumors get started, Mom.
Oh, that I don't wet my
Mama
feet.
don't wet her feet.
Well, I do wet them in the shower. That don't bother me.
Oh, I'm glad.
It's when I've got my shoes on and my toes get wet, my shoes gets wet. I don't like that feeling.
All right, Mama, I'm taking this party to the swing.
Okay.
And then we'll be out there swinging and partying.
Oh, okay.
See, now this worked out good in that small bowl. Yeah, I might have had a little trouble getting it mixed up. Now all I need is a lid.
I'll get you a lid.
Lid, fridge, done. And I guess this is supper. We're not doing nothing else. I'm not hungry.
Oh, no, you ate late. I did.
And these sweet Hawaiian rolls, I didn't get them in the bag.
I was going to say, cover them up.
Good times, good times. We'll have to party again tomorrow, looks like, Mom.
Oh, we can. We will.
You got spinach dip left.
Yeah. It was good. I wasn't really expecting it this evening.
Well, you mentioned it.
I know it. But I didn't think you'd come up with enough stuff to make it.
Oh, we'll come up with it, Mama. I was going to do something different. I said, we'll do this for Friday. We do. I mean, that's our planning, folks. We'll do a little, we just plan separate like y'all do, and then if something else comes up, we do it. But it's been a little bit hot to eat today. You know, like a sandwich, tomato sandwich.
Hot.
It's just been weird hot. It's been that summer heat that we have here in the South. I'm not really wanting
I said I wasn't going to complain what California and Oregon and even Texas is going through all that heat. I wasn't going to complain about ours. It ain't near nothing like theirs.
No. And prayers for Georgia. I don't know. I've not watched TV any in like 3 months since they changed our cable. Because we only have it on one TV now.
It's sad here.
Yeah, it's
I
just
don't
sad.
watch it much either.
Mama watches it less than ever because she don't have it in the bedroom. And it's our fault. There's ways you can get it in there. And I even bought, I don't know how to say it. I bought one of them things. I ain't used it yet. I ain't read it on it. Because TV really don't matter that much to me. There's nothing on it worth watching anymore. And the only thing I really watch, this is just my opinion.
Watch it much now.
You know, Little House on the Prairie, I do miss. I miss the Waltons. And I miss some of my sitcoms, my 70s sitcoms. I used to listen to at night. But I've always watched TV. I've always, even when I was a kid, Mama was there, and I only watched the commercials because that's all my attention span could handle. But I've always just watched at it, listened to it. You know, I've never been one to sit and just stare at the TV for a while. I get distracted. So I'll start watching the show. The first commercial, I'm lost. I'm gone. I'm chasing a rabbit.
When he was real little, 2 and 3 years old and 4 and stuff, he'd watch commercials, Roadrunner, and Pink Panther.
You know, if
anything else he wouldn't watch.
You 70s kids out there, if you remember, a lot of our cartoons, Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner, they didn't have talking. We had music. It was just music. That's all you had. Tom and Jerry, there was very little talking in that cartoon. It was mostly just classical music. You know, they would run, music would play. You'd hear all these sound effects. So there wasn't a lot of talking. And those always held my attention better than the talkies. Than the ones talking. Now, Fred Flintstone, he talked. There was talking on it.
Yeah, you like Fred Flintstone.
And I did like the Flintstones. I met the Flintstones every day at 4:30. You know, because it starts out, meet the Flintstones.
Yeah, but
do time. We don't own the rights to none of that. You have to be careful. You can't just act like you own the rights to stuff. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the old classic cartoons that we watched, there was very little talking. It was mostly music. Y'all remember? Church, what is your favorite recipe? I froze you way up because that was a while, wasn't it? Let me roll you on that. I'm tired today, but we probably.
The whole week's gone too. Yeah.
This whole week it's been just one of those really. That's true, Joyce says. You remember there was no talking much. Scooby-Doo. Oh yeah, Leanne. Now they had some talking. Me too. Happy Friday. Hey, Suzette. Yeah, back in the day. Love the Flintstones. Carol, I love them still. I would watch them if they was on. Oh, my favorite kind of cartoons, kids. Need to see those. Yeah, those are the good old days back in the... Okay, Roku has a little house. Walton's Hazel. Hazel, now there you're talking. Leave It to Beaver. Bewitched. Bonanza. Father Knows Best. Mother... Oh, my goodness. Brandy. So I can get all that on. I'm going to get that Roku. It's right over here.
Get that thing up.
I think I don't even know what you do. You plug it in. It pops up on the TV. You download something. I'm not sure. I'm not ready. Somebody just said, get a Roku.
You ordered it, but you ain't ready. Looked at it.
I'm not. And I ordered a Fire Stick too on Prime Day because it was really cheap. And I thought, well, I'll try this Fire Stick. Maybe put one in one room, one in another room.
In fact, Roku gets you all those old ones. You can get one for my bedroom and stuff.
Well, you can have that one, Mama. I can live without them. Sleepy Hollow. I remember that, James. You remember Popeye? Love Popeye, the Sailor Man. Yeah. Happy Days. Yes. That was at nighttime, and that was
Laverne and Shirley. That was one.
Laverne and Shirley and Happy Days. And we would be eating supper, and I would hear Happy Days music. And we weren't allowed to eat. We lived under a tyrant. You wouldn't believe how hard it was. Sorry, Mama.
You're going to get clear in front of
You couldn't eat in the living room. You had to eat at the supper table. It was a serious thing.
That's a supper table. You could have popcorn in the living room.
Popcorn, yeah.
Every once in a while.
But you didn't eat no meals in there. And when Happy Days music would come on for the TV zone, I'd always say, "Can I go watch Happy Days?" And she'd say, "You finish up and you can go." And I would eat 2 more bites. And say, "Okay, I'm good." And I'd go on and watch Happy Days. Did your rulers let you all eat in the living room? Some people didn't. Huh?
You ate in the living room.
Popcorn, but we ate supper at the table.
Yeah, that's where you're supposed to eat supper.
Yes, ma'am.
At the table.
She's strict. I love Family Affair. I don't remember who that was.
Family Affair.
Family Affair. Ruku is wonderful. You and Mama will love it. Okay, Joy. Love Dukes of Hazzard. I did too.
That was your favorite show.
I let my grandson watch I let my grandson watch Flintstones, Little House and the Waltons. He loves Roadrunner. Oh yeah, Tasmanian Devil with Bugs. Yes, all those old classics. I love them. And that would stay on for an hour or so. And it was, and you would see like Bugs Bunny, and then you'd see Granny and Tweety and that cat. What was his name? Sylvester.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would see. Then on Saturday mornings we'd have the Smurfs.
Smurfs was way up.
It was I was older then, and then you would have.
Yogi Bear and
Yogi Bear, Bugs Bunny. Foghorn Leghorn. That was just some good Pepe Le Pew and the little mouse that would holler, "Andale, andale, andale." What was his name? Anyhow, it was the golden era of cartoons. I could eat breakfast every Saturday morning in front of the TV. Cereal. Every Saturday morning. Chips. I remember chips.
They still didn't come on, I think.
I don't know. Probably not the real. Is it Roku or Ruku? Has
Uh-oh, that's me.
Mama, you got to get a Roku, Mama. Columbo and Matlock.
Woo.
You can watch 24/7. Gina, you have just made Mom. That's her birthday present. Gina, you've just given Mama. Mama, do you realize with the Roku you can do 24/7?
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. It's right here.
It's over there.
The Roku is right there somewhere. I bought this and I'm going to try it. Someone had on Facebook, and everything you hear on Facebook is going to be true, that this salt, does anybody know about this? This is ancient coarse sea salt. Grinder refill. Is your salt real? I'm going to try this salt. It's supposed to be good for blood pressure.
I've never heard of salt good for blood pressure.
The greatest salt on earth, Mama. Live your journey. Unrefined mineral salt. Amazing taste. Long before the earth knew pollution. I don't know. I'll tell you. Y'all tell me. Somebody give me a review on salt. Ancient coarse sea salt. Now I do like the pink Himalayan salt, which is the same thing.
Pink, yeah, it does.
Top Cat. I remember that, Linda. Top Cat. Speedy Gonzalez was the name. Yes, that was him.
That was the little mouse.
Speedy Gonzalez. Uh-huh. Speedy, yes, Vicky. That was him. Y'all are telling me thank you. kiss my grits, Alice. I love Flo. You know, Flo had a birthday not long ago, and I seen she's still having birthdays. Isn't that wonderful? Little House on the Prairie. Gunsmoke. What, Mom?
You want smoke?
No, ma'am. I'm done. I'm done.
The refrigerator set down.
We're going to take this wild party outside, and I like to sit in the swing till the lightning bugs come out, and then you count a few lightning bugs, sip on your coffee, maybe you'll lay out there, and that's it. You know, really. If I wasn't tired tonight and know I was going to go to bed early, I'm not sitting up to all hours. I thought I was going to be wild and set up to 9:30, but I'm not going to. Are you, Mama?
No.
Mama probably will. She'll be rattling at 2 o'clock in the morning. But I'll be up at 4:30 in the morning probably, or 5, because I get up. I'm just that way. I was up this morning at 4:30, like this, thinking, where's the coffee? Let's get some coffee going here. I like to get up before daylight.
Not me.
Not Mama.
I did that for all them years. I quit.
I don't see Mama up in the day when I'm home. I'm not home a lot though. Instead John and watch.
I get up by 8 usually to watch Beaver and.
Yeah, you're up by 8. 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. Yeah, about 3 hours or so in the morning before. I'll be up, Lord willing, sitting here, right here, sipping on this cup of coffee in the morning.
Not that good.
One eye at a time. Y'all wake up that way? Now, what I will do if I'm smart, and then we're still out on that, I will wash my percolator up. I'll get it all good. I'll fill it up. I'll put my coffee in there. I'll have it ready to plug up. And in the morning, that's all I have to do. Plug it in. And it starts its magic.
You don't have to be wide awake.
Yeah, you don't have to really be, you know. You can fake it till you can get that plugged in. And you can sit here and listen to it, sing your song. Plunk, 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 plunk. And then it's ready. It's a good time to meditate. It's a good time to just sit and think. Read your Bible or study your Sunday school lesson. Do your Open Windows, which is a book our church does. It's got a daily devotional in it. Or just sit with your eyes barely open and just think. You don't want
what's facing you today?
Right, or just think on some blessings, or just think on what I want to do, or this week I need to accomplish. I mean, just a good little time. I don't like to rush, ever, for any reason. I want to motivate myself and move right into the day.
Me, I can concentrate in bed better than I can sitting here.
Mom, now, this is a true statement, and this will probably happen when we take her for her eye. Whichever. Like, we'll have to be there before daylight. And she'll say, what time are you going to wake me up? And I'll say, well, I'll wake you up at 5.
We have to leave at 5, so you wake me up at 4.
Well, I was just giving an example. But like if we're going to leave at 5, I'll say, well, I'll wake you up at 4 o'clock, or I'll wake you up at, whatever time. And she'll say, make it 4:15. Well, at 4:15, I'll say, Mama, give me 5 more minutes, and I'll hurry. I'll get everything laid out. And I'm like, really, what's 5 minutes going to do?
It's precious. Sometimes it's very precious to get 5 more minutes later.
It is, I guess. To me, if I know I gotta get up in 5 minutes, it's done spoiled. Or it's done ready. I'm done ready.
Roles reversed. When you was little, I liked to never get you up. I do everything to get you up. And I was up real early all the time. And now, you get up and have to get me up.
If I lay in bed, I get a headache. Y'all do that? I just... Gotta get going. Mama, you've talked her ear off.
I know it. Let's go. Tell them good night.
I'm going to the swing. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. I hope y'all had a good party night. Friday night party with some spinach dip. Woo-hoo.
It was good. Real good.
And we're going to take this party outside for another 30, 40 minutes.
Not too long.
Y'all have a blessed night. Lord willing, we'll be with us tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to fix. We may fix, I don't know. It's just untelling. But y'all, just pray for one another. You pray for us, we'll pray for you, as we always say.
And please remember Georgia in your prayer.
Be for Georgia. And I sent a couple more prayer requests I couldn't read going up there, so remember all those in need. And we will, Lord willing, see you tomorrow. And y'all have a blessed night. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.